Hi everyone, thank you all for joining. For the people who don't know me, my name is Lian and I'm the nutritionist and product specialist at Forever Living Products Middle East, okay, HQ in Dubai. And today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, which is I'm going to give you some tips on how to, tips for smoking cessation. I know this topic can be very critical for a lot of people. I know a lot of people suffer with the smoking. They say that they're not addicted, but once they try to stop, they find themselves that yes, they are addicted and they actually go back to it and they start smoking again. So I'm gonna give you some tips that can really help, okay? And I really hope that a lot of you will actually, it will be it will be beneficial for them um, to try and stick to these tips to try and stop smoking. So let's try. Let's start, I mean. Okay, so these are the points we're gonna go through. The first one is ugly facts about smoking, health risks, the benefits of quitting smoking, and how to quit smoking. Okay, I'm gonna give you some points and some tips that you can do and follow. Let's start first with ugly facts. Of course, I'm gonna start with the facts so that you know how bad it is and how like it's important to stop smoking and what it actually does to your health. So here are some ugly facts. Tobacco kills more than 7 million people each year. More than 6 million of those deaths are the result of direct tobacco use, while around 890,000 are the result of non-smokers being exposed to secondhand smoke. A single cigarette can actually contain over 4,800 chemicals, and 69 of which are known to cause cancer. So these are, like facts and straight facts that show you that really smoking cigarettes has so many chemicals and it can actually cause cancer and so many other chronic diseases we're going to go through. So I know a lot of people, they already know this, but still it's good to know, to see numbers in front of you. So also share these numbers with your loved ones or anyone you know who actually smoke cigarettes. I would like to also mention one thing here, that for secondhand smoke, so for example, if you're a smoker, don't smoke in front of your children or your family or anyone who doesn't smoke, because they can also be exposed to that and it can actually also harm them. All right, so these are some facts. We're going to talk about more facts. So the average smoker spends around $1,500 to $3,000 a year on cigarettes. Okay, so instead of, for example, saving this amount of money, you're just spending it on something that is toxic, that is actually harming your health. And 15 billion cigarettes are smoked worldwide every day. It's a very big number, guys. So this is why we're trying to raise awareness. We're trying to help you and give you some tips on how to reduce and how to to stop smoking, maybe. Now, other facts. So about 69% of smokers want to quit completely. How many of you here tried to quit but couldn't really go through with it, or are willing to quit? Let me know in the chat. And of course, we're gonna talk about everything. Like the questions I'll answer you later at the end of the presentation. Also, over 30% of cancer could be prevented by avoiding tobacco and alcohol, having a healthy diet and physical activity. So you see, guys, really, like, it can be prevented. Of course, if you lead a healthy lifestyle, you don't smoke, you don't drink alcohol a lot, eat a healthy diet, and physical activity is so important. Also, smoking makes the risk of a heart attack 200% more, or 200% to 400% greater than that of non-smokers. Okay, because it can actually help, increase your blood pressure. So this is why it might lead to risk of a heart attack. Also, each cigarette you smoke shortens your life by 14 minutes. So I know these are really ugly facts, but it's important to raise awareness by mentioning all of these numbers. Now, let's go into the health risks. So we finished the facts. Now let's talk about what does smoking and cigarette does to your health. Okay, how does it affect it? First, you will have limited sense of smell. Okay, you won't smell uh, very well. Also, greater risk of chest infections. You feel like your chest is hurting all the time. You might think that maybe your chest is hurting because you're sleeping in the wrong position, or like um, you're not exercising enough, but it can actually be maybe because of smoking, even if you're not smoking big quantities of cigarettes, but it's still one of the chances is because of cigarettes. Then also a greater risk of developing cancer, as we all know, greater risk of blindness, greater risk of periodontal or gum disease. So it might really affect like your teeth and your gum. Also more wrinkles. So this is why you will feel like you're aging, faster um, than someone who doesn't smoke, because smoking can actually kill collagen in the skin and in your body. Also, you will feel great. Guys, just please make sure your phones are all muted. Okay, thank you. Let's continue. So this is also another image that is really important and that shows what are the health risks of smoking. So smoking can damage literally every part of the body. As you can see, it can damage the brain or also the head and neck. So this is the first part. So you will have cancer in the head or neck, the lung, leukemia in your blood, stomach, kidney, pancreas, colon, bladder, and cervix, and also chronic diseases. So not only cancer, the cancer part we already know about, but also you can have chronic diseases like stroke, blindness, gum infection. So as you can see from the whole body, from up to down, also the aortic rupture, which is the heart, one of the veins of the heart, I mean, heart disease, pneumonia, hardening of the arteries, chronic lung disease and asthma, reduced fertility, and also hip fracture. So as you can see, literally it can affect the whole body, all our organs in general. And it's very, very serious, guys. And you need to really take it seriously, because you need to also think not about your health only, but think about your loved ones, people who love you. They just want to see you, healthy, set a good example for your kids, your parents, and everyone around you. Now, this is also a lung of a person who smokes. Some, like there are real images. I didn't want to put a real image, but there are real pictures of a heart that becomes black whenever someone smokes a lot. And of course, this is the left part is some like a lung of a person who doesn't smoke. Please just don't put your camera, guys. Okay, thank you, because we're recording the presentation. Now, let's talk about benefits of quitting smoking. Okay, what are the benefits of quitting smoking? So I'm gonna tell you like in a short period of time and also on a long period of time. So on a short time, in 12 hours, if you stop smoking, the carbon monoxide level in your blood returns to normal. Okay, so this is only if you stop smoking for 12 hours. Then if you stop smoking from 2 to 12 weeks, your blood circulation and lung function begin to improve. Okay, you're gonna feel much better blood circulation and lung function. You won't feel, this chest pain that every time you wake up, you're gonna feel it in your chest. Then after 1 year, the increased risk of having a heart attack is reduced by half, which is amazing. It's almost reversible, And after 5 years of quitting smoking, the risk of a stroke or a heart attack is reduced to the same risk as a person who never smoked. So you still have time to really stop and really take care of your health, of your heart, and all your organs in general. Okay, so really like you will feel a difference if you stop and if you quit smoking today. Now, other benefits also of quitting smoking. The first one is that the food is going to taste better, because it's known that smoking can actually change your taste buds. Also, you have more energy throughout the day. Okay, you don't feel like lazy or tired all the time. Your breath, clothes, and hair won't smell like smoke. This is very important because when you smoke, you don't smell it, but other people actually do. Okay, so this can actually be beneficial for you. Also, you are saving money, so it's very important because without really noticing, you are spending a lot of money on cigarettes and on something that is not healthy for your body. So instead of that, you can just put that money on the side, or you can invest it in something else and something more healthy, like healthier options of food, like going to the gym, just anything that can actually benefit your body. And lastly, you are now more in control of your life and actions now that you are no longer addicted to cigarettes. Okay, because it is actually an addiction. So whenever you stop smoking cigarettes, you can actually focus more, know what you want in life, what you want to do, and just don't feel like you have this urge to just always smoke a cigarette whenever, like even after a meal, or this is always the excuse that I need to smoke a cigarette after a meal just to help with digestion. There are so many other ways to help with digestion other than cigarettes and chemicals and nicotine in your body. Now, and this is the most important part, I'm gonna give you some tips on how to really quit smoking. Okay, I know it's hard, but you can start from somewhere, and today can be the day that can actually really help you. So, what is the treatment? Okay, so as we know, there are a lot of treatment right now and alternatives to nicotine. For example, like nicotine replacement therapy, like patches, gums, nasal sprays, inhalers, e-cigarettes, hypnotics, etc. Of course, I still don't really recommend e-cigarettes or other inhalers, but still, it is a first step than just to completely stop smoking suddenly. So you start slowly by reducing nicotine, so that way your body doesn't really go into withdrawal. Then you can also do group therapy. There are a lot of group therapy that you can find online, or even, like, for example, with health coaches, that they can help you. They can go with you through goals. They can set goals for you, and you can just follow the goals like every week or every 2 weeks. Also, the real treatment is by motivation, commitment, determination, and of course, effort and support in the struggle to quit smoking. So this is the most important thing, okay? So all the other things, the replacement therapy, they can help, but the only solution is, of course, the motivation, commitment. So you need to really have it in you. You really need to say to yourself, "Khalas, this is the time that I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna really take care of myself and commit to taking good care of my health." Okay, now we're gonna go through other points also on how to quit tobacco. The first one is mind and body. So you may have the best chance of quitting smoking if you prepare your mind and your body to quit. Okay, you need to really sit with yourself, think about why you want to quit, and just write them down. Like, write the notes the reason that you want to quit smoking, and figure out what changes you can make in your own habits to help you avoid smoking. For example, it can start by not buying a lighter anymore, buying less cigarettes a day. Start by smoking one cigarette a day. Anything that will help you, that take this change and avoid smoking, basically. Okay. Also, just for example, sometimes people smoke because they're bored or they're just frustrated. So whenever you feel like you're frustrated, you're stressed, you can do other things. You can do some meditation. You can go for a walk. You can eat something small, like a nice healthy snack. Okay, there are so many other alternatives than just smoking. So always prepare your mind and body. Sit with yourself, write down what are the things that will help me quit smoking, and try to follow these things. B, make a list of some reasons to quit smoking. For example, I want to stay healthy for my family. I want to reduce my risk of getting cancer. I want to set a good example for my children. There are so many other reasons that might be really beneficial for you, and that you need to really write down. So if you have other ideas, please go ahead and share them on the chat. Maybe it can actually help someone else also here. Like, other reasons, not only for your family, not for, having chronic diseases or cancer, or set a good example for my children. It might be just because I want to save money. It might be, I don't know, other things, like you have this chest pain all the time. So there are so many reasons, but of course, each person has of course, their own reason for that. Now, C, choose the right time. Okay, this is very important. So you need to be aware of your triggers. Okay, triggers are things that make you want to smoke and might include your social environment, stress from your job, sitting in traffic, or routine activities like watching TV. So make sure that before you decide that, okay, I'm going to stop smoking, that you're not going to pick a day that is likely to have a trigger in it, So always try to choose a day that is less stressful for you than a work day, or just any other day that you're going out with your friends, drinking alcohol, or I don't know, socializing. Make sure you're in the right mindset, and you're feeling good about yourself, you're confident. You don't need to just like, after this presentation, you're gonna go and you're like, okay, khalas, I'm gonna quit smoking today, just right now. Now, of course, I'd be more than happy if you do that, but you need to also be in the right mindset, prepare your body and your mind, as we mentioned before. Okay, and choose a day that really you can avoid any trigger. You can also write down your triggers. Just be aware, be mindful of what are your triggers. Okay, some people, for example, their trigger of smoking can be food, for example, after food. Some people can be stress. Okay, a lot of people, they like to go out, they party, they have to smoke. So just try to figure out what is your trigger and write it down, and try to avoid going to these places if you're really willing on stopping, nicotine and tobacco. Fourth tip I would like to give you is state your intention. So tell your friends and family about your quit date. Okay, just write down your quit date. It can be, for example, 3 months from now, or a month from now. It can be tomorrow, next week, whenever you guys want. Just write it down and just tell your friends and family about your quit date, so that it really becomes real, and you're not going to let them down once you really get to this date. Okay, also ask them to understand what you need to change, that you need to ask them to understand that you need to change your habits. Okay, so in that way, they won't smoke in front of you anymore. They will understand that you're trying to quit, and you will not relapse into your old habits. So always ask them to understand. If they want to, for example, to go to a pub or a party place, for example, just tell them, I'd rather stay home, order in, or go to a restaurant without, and we can sit in a non-smoking section. Just anything, any alternative that will help you change your habits. Also, ask them to be understanding if you are not your best after quitting, or if you slip. It's totally normal, guys. Okay, we are human at the end of the day. These are some habits that it will take some time, and you will not just achieve your goal in a day or two, or in a month. You will have some days that you will slip. You will have some days when you will be moody, you will be angry. It's totally normal, but you need to understand yourself, and also make sure that other people understand you at the same time. Also, quitting is a journey, not an event. Okay, so you will have some days that you will be really sticking to this, and some days where you will slip. So it's ups and downs, just like life in general. So yeah, so this is it. Okay, just always write everything down, talk to your family, talk to your friends, make sure that you really take good care of your health. Okay, because your body is the only place that you live in forever. So if you're not taking good care of your home, your health, your body, who's gonna take care of it? Food alone is not enough, guys. Exercising alone is also not enough. It's a whole thing, it's a whole package. Your health, you need to invest in it, and it's a lifestyle at the end of the day. Also, change your environment. So get rid of all your lighters, your ashtrays, and other smoking gear, including cigarette packs, before your quit date. Okay, so you need to start slowly getting rid of all these things. Also, try eating sugar-free candy or chew gum instead of having a cigarette on some of your breaks. Sometimes, you're just used to taking a break during, for example, working hours, you go down, you smoke. So instead of doing that, you can still go down, you can still go for a walk, but don't smoke. You can just eat gum, eat small piece of candy, some dates, fruits. Okay, all these can really help. Also, go for a walk outside and avoid high risk trigger locations, as we mentioned. Okay, so always take a walk whenever you feel like the urge or the need to smoke, and change your routine. As we mentioned, it's very, I know, like, it's easier said than done, but you can do it. I believe in you, and you need to believe in yourself. That's all that matters. um okay, so in the end, the keyword is balance. Find the right balance that works for you. Celebrate your successes and don't dwell on your failures. Live and work, but don't forget to play, to have fun in life, and really enjoy it. Remember, you are in control of your life choices and you only live once, so make the most out of it. This is very important, and I just wanted to share that with you, just some positivity. And this is my email and my Insta in case you guys would like to send me any questions. I'd be more than happy to answer you. And I would just want to also mention one thing here. Some products of Forever, because I know a lot of people ask me, what products can we take, if I want to stop smoking, or that can actually help, as an antioxidant, because whenever you smoke, like, there are lots of oxidation, bad things that can happen to your body. So what can you take or drink in general? So I would recommend, of course, the aloe berry nectar can really help. Absorbent C, very important, because it can help produce more collagen, as you know, of the vitamin C inside. Because whenever you smoke, you are actually losing collagen. So also the super greens, in general, as it contains so many superfoods and antioxidants, and RG plus, aloe vera gel, as we mentioned, and yeah, garlic thyme can also help. So now go ahead, guys, you can ask me all your questions. Garcinia can also help, yeah, because Garcinia is actually an appetite suppressant. It's the first time I actually hear that it can help with smoking if you want to stop smoking. But yeah, why not? If you tried it and you have a positive feedback, then yeah, we can share it also. You can add it to the list. Any questions, guys? So go ahead, ask me anything you'd like, even if it's about other products that we didn't mention today, or something that you'd like to know. Okay, please repeat product to help. Yes. So I recommend the aloe berry nectar, okay, because it's good for blood circulation. Also, I recommend the absorbent C, because it contains vitamin C, which help produce collagen, because whenever we're smoking, we're losing collagen. I also recommend super greens. It has so many superfoods inside that you can mix it with your smoothies. And what else did we mention? Yeah, also just any product that has antioxidants in it. Usually it really helps with smoking, just to reduce actually the toxins from your body, to help clean the whole body from oxidative stress. We have a question: can we mix super greens with RG? You can do that, yes, of course, with water. Just make sure that the taste is good, because I've never tried it before. Another question: please advise on good dietary supplement for psychiatric patients who is taking medications as well. Okay, so in that case, it depends. You need to be more specific, because each each medication can actually have a different interaction with supplements. So in that case, they need to always check with their doctor first, okay, before taking any supplement. And usually it depends. Like if they want something general, they can take the Forever Daily. It's a multivitamin. Also, it has some minerals inside. They can also drink the aloe vera gel. Just make sure that they ask their doctor first so that there's no interaction. Okay, and always make sure that the interval of time in between the two products is, like around 1 hour to 2 hours. We have another question. If I know meditation is, of course, meditation is very important, especially for people who try to quit smoking. It will really help you to stay focused, to take good care. Like everything you do in life, it all starts in your mind. Okay, so if you really train your mind to be strong, to take good care of your body, and to quit smoking, it can really help. Okay, so meditation is perfect. It can keep you healthy, it can keep you strong in your mind, it can keep you mindful. So I recommend it. Please advise, I have high bad cholesterol and high blood pressure. Okay, so for high cholesterol and high blood pressure, of course, it's a lifestyle change. So first you need to start eating well, healthy. Okay, so reduce animal products for cholesterol, and also reduce salt and fried food and fast food for blood pressure. You need to also, you can take some garlic thyme, you can take Arctic sea, and aloe vera gel, RG plus. Okay, all of these can really help. But the most important thing is exercising and food. Another question. Can RG plus be taken with high blood pressure patients? Yes, usually they can. Okay, there's no problem. Just low blood pressure, it's better to avoid the RG plus. Another question. Can a patient with high blood pressure, sugar, and kidney take Forever Royal Jelly? Sugar and kidney. Usually, yes. Now, for kidney disease in general, it depends what do they have exactly. Because if they only have a stone, or if they're doing the dialysis, for example, I don't recommend. If they only have a small, kidney disease, or it's acute, then it's fine. Just make sure also to double check with the doctor. But for blood pressure and sugar, yes, they can take the royal jelly, no problem. Another question, which product in Forever is best for fever? So for fever, I usually recommend paracetamol, which is like Panadol, ibuprofen, or just anything, just a medication, to reduce the fever. So our products are not medications, guys, okay? Our products are nutrition supplements that can help with your health in general. So I don't really can recommend anything for fever because it would be a medical claim. Another question, how to control myself? What do you mean how to control yourself? With what? For smoking or what? I gave you some tips that you can follow, and you need to, really commit to yourself, train your mind to be stronger, to really quit smoking. Okay, it's all in your mind, and you can start slowly by reducing, for example, 2 cigarettes a day, then to reducing 4, then slowly you will stop needing this urge to smoke. So just be patient with yourself, do some meditation, exercise, eat healthy. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Another question. What about for muscle pain, any supplement other than external use? Yeah, so for muscle pain, I recommend the Freedom, the Forever Move if you want supplements. And of course, you can just apply the Aloe Heat and the MSM gel for external use. I hope after this presentation that you can actually share it with people you know that smoke, and it can maybe affect someone in a positive way, and maybe they will actually really quit smoking this time. Okay, what should we say to a guy who is smoking for 20 years and is so addicted to it? Okay, you cannot, yani, you can start by sharing this presentation first. Okay, you can start by stating some facts as we mentioned, then give him some tips. Okay, some tips on how to start to stop smoking slowly. So as I mentioned here, all the tips you can find them here. So the first one is mind and body. The second one, make a list of the reason why they should stop. Then also choose the right time, and then state your intentions. Also change your environment. So make sure they, for example, they remove the lighters, they start taking, healthy supplements. So you just need to give them some tips to help them and motivate them. Also keep on motivating them, but we cannot really we cannot really like oblige someone to stop smoking if they are not willing to do that themselves. Like how no matter how much you're gonna talk to them, no matter how much you're gonna tell them it's bad for your health, they're not gonna listen to you if they're really stubborn and they think that it doesn't harm them. Trust me, like I've dealt with people like this. Okay, for weight loss who have kidney and sugar issue, how to follow Forever Products program? Please be more specific. What do you mean kidney issue and sugar issue, and they want to reduce weight? So in that case, they can take like if there's a kidney problem, they cannot take weight management supplements. Okay, this is a fact. If there's a sugar issue, they can take the clean line. It's fine. Just make sure they're not on insulin, and or just the therm, the aloe vera gel, the herbal tea. All of these can really help. What products would you recommend for muscle weakness? For muscle weakness, I recommend RG Plus, the Light Ultra. Okay, just anything that will give you some energy. Also, B12 can help. Just RG Plus is really important for muscle weakness. Okay, also make sure that you're exercising regularly. Another question is, what products can you recommend for plantar fasciitis? In that case, I recommend Forever Move also, and Freedom, and just massage it with aloe heat. Other question. Can you be available on invitation for our daily webinars in Pakistan, sometimes as guest speaker? No, unfortunately, I cannot do that. As you know, I'm full-time here, like in Dubai HQ. So, and we're doing webinars as often as possible. But thank you all for joining. Really, it means a lot. Okay, kidney medication with high creatinine. How will they lose weight? Kidney medication with high creatinine. How will they lose weight? So for kidney medication, yeah, just let them drink the aloe vera gel, just small amount. Okay. Also, they can take the herbal tea, fields of greens. Make sure just the exercise. It's more than just supplements. Okay. Don't always just focus on supplements and on losing weight in an easy way. You need to also try to exercise, eat healthy. Make sure you reduce some carbs. You reduce fried food, fats in general. Of course, not the healthy fat, but I mean the unhealthy, the saturated fats, for example. Another question, for sugar patients, as they are not taking insulin, just sugar medication, but quite overweight, which supplement would be helpful? What they needed to lose weight, or they need it for sugar? Because for sugar, they can take, for example, the Arctic sea, the garlic thyme, but if they want to lose weight, okay, to lose weight, they can take the Garcinia, they can take the therm, and the aloe vera gel, for example, also the herbal tea or the fields of greens. All of these can really help. Yeah, the C9 pack can also be very helpful for them. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna end the presentation here. Thank you all so much for joining. I will be posting the webinar on YouTube, so you can also rewatch it and share it with your team members or just anyone who smokes. And I'll see you very soon. Thank you all for joining. Bye bye.